Welcome to our video about the 10 Golden Rules of Stoicism to improve your relationships. Prepare for a journey of self-discovery and personal growth as we explore the ancient principles of this timeless philosophy. Before we get started, we would like to invite you to support our channel by liking this video, signing up to receive more inspiring content, and leaving your comments below. Your interaction is fundamental to us, and we greatly value your participation in this learning and growth community. Now, let's dive together into the depths of Stoicism and discover how we can enhance our relationships for a fuller and more meaningful life. Some things are under our control and some are not. Epictetus. In the vast ocean of life, we are confronted with situations beyond our control. Stoicism teaches us to accept this reality with serenity, recognizing that we can only control our response to events. In relationships, this means accepting that we cannot control the actions or emotions of others. Instead of letting ourselves be consumed by anger or frustration, we can find peace by accepting the situation as it is. This is not weakness, but wisdom. If you want to improve, be content to be considered foolish and foolish with regard to external things. Epictetus. Empathy is a powerful virtue that connects us to humanity at its deepest essence. It allows us to understand and share the feelings of others, offering comfort, support, and compassion in times of need. At the heart of Stoicism, we find the appreciation of empathy as a fundamental tool to improve our relationships and promote harmony among human beings. By cultivating empathy, we transcend the barriers that separate us and connect on a deeper level with our fellow human beings. This helps us overcome judgment and criticism, replacing them with compassion and acceptance. By practicing empathy, we create a safe and welcoming space where everyone can feel understood and valued. Therefore, may we practice empathy in our daily lives, nurturing the flame of compassion and goodness that resides within each of us. What disturbs us are not the things themselves, but our opinions about them. Epictetus. In the whirlwind of life, we are constantly challenged by unexpected events and stressful situations that can trigger a series of emotional reactions. Stoicism teaches us that the true source of our suffering is not in the external events themselves, but rather in our own perceptions and judgments about them. Therefore, to improve our relationships, we must learn to control our emotional reactions and cultivate a calm and balanced mind. As we develop this awareness of our automatic reactions, we can begin to exercise greater control over them. A powerful tool to control our reactions is the practice of mindfulness, which helps us cultivate a full awareness of the present moment and respond calmly and clearly to situations that arise in our lives. Therefore, may we cultivate the ability to control our emotional reactions, finding an inner serenity that allows us to respond to the challenges of life with calm and dignity. Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but also the mother of all others. Cicero. Gratitude is a virtue that connects us to the present, allows us to value blessings and recognize abundance in our lives. In Stoicism, the practice of gratitude is fundamental to cultivating healthy and meaningful relationships. By expressing gratitude, we recognize the value of the people around us and strengthen the emotional bonds that bind us together. In addition, gratitude helps us maintain a positive outlook and meet challenges with resilience and optimism. By practicing gratitude in our relationships, we foster an environment of mutual appreciation and recognition where everyone feels valued and respected. Therefore, may we cultivate a grateful heart, recognizing the blessings that permeate our lives and sharing this gratitude with those we love. Do not be proud, do not be excessively superfluous, and above all, do not be unpleasant to others. Epictetus. Humility is a virtue that allows us to recognize our limitations and value the contributions of others. In Stoicism, the practice of humility is essential to cultivate healthy and respectful relationships. By being humble, we let go of the ego and open ourselves to learn from others. We recognize that we are not superior or inferior, but equal in our shared humanity. This allows us to build relationships based on mutual respect and collaboration. In addition, humility helps us deal with conflicts constructively, rather than fueling pride and resentment. By practicing humility in our relationships, We foster an environment of equality and respect where everyone is valued for what they have to offer. Therefore, may we cultivate humility in our lives, recognizing the wisdom and contribution of all around us. The wise are self-sufficient, Seneca. Virtue is the basis of a morally excellent life. In Stoicism, cultivating virtues such as courage, temperance, and justice is essential to building solid and meaningful relationships. By practicing virtue, we strengthen our character and become inspiring examples to others. Courage allows us to face challenges with determination and bravery, while temperance helps us find balance in our actions and emotions. Justice guides us to act with integrity and respect for others. By incorporating these virtues into our lives, we foster an environment of trust and mutual respect in our relationships. Therefore, may we dedicate ourselves to the constant practice of virtue, always seeking to act according to our highest values and inspire others to do the same. If you want to be rich, do not add to your possessions, but subtract from your desires. Seneca. Communication is the key to healthy and harmonious relationships. In Stoicism, the practice of conscious communication is fundamental to cultivating authentic and meaningful connections with others. This involves expressing our thoughts and feelings in a clear, honest, and respectful manner, while also listening carefully to what others have to say. By practicing conscious communication, we promote an environment of understanding and empathy, where everyone feels heard and valued. In addition, this helps us resolve conflicts in a constructive way, rather than fueling misunderstandings and resentments. Therefore, may we cultivate the ability to communicate consciously in our relationships, always seeking to build bridges of connection and understanding with others. Do not waste time, for it is the raw material from which life is made. Seneca. True connection occurs in the present moment. In Stoicism, the practice of being present is essential to cultivating authentic and meaningful relationships. This involves being fully present in every interaction, without distractions or worries about the past or the future. By being present, we show our genuine interest and care for others, creating a space of intimacy and emotional connection. In addition, being present allows us to make the most of every shared moment, creating lasting and meaningful memories. Therefore, may we cultivate the ability to be truly present in our relationships, nurturing connection and deepening ties with those we love. No matter how hard life may seem, there is always something you can do and succeed. Epictetus. In Stoicism, detachment is seen as a virtue that frees us from the suffering caused by excessive attachment to material things or expectations. By practicing detachment in our relationships, we learn to value people for who they are, rather than clinging to our own ideas about them. This allows us to love more freely and unconditionally, without expectations or demands. In addition, detachment helps us deal with the impermanence of life in a more serene and balanced way, accepting that all things are subject to change. By cultivating detachment, we foster more authentic and meaningful relationships based on mutual acceptance and the freedom to be who we truly are. Happiness is a good flow of life, an eternal flow of life. Seneca. Compassion is the essence of humanity. In Stoicism, the practice of compassion is seen as an expression of our true nature and a source of connection and healing in relationships. As we cultivate compassion, we open our hearts to the suffering of others and seek to ease their pain with kindness and empathy. This allows us to offer emotional support and practical support to those who are going through difficulties, strengthening the bonds of solidarity and mutual understanding. In addition, compassion helps us forgive and set aside past resentments, allowing relationships to renew and flourish. As we practice compassion in our daily lives, we become instruments of love and understanding, contributing to a more humane and kind world for all. As we explore the 10 Golden Rules of Stoicism to improve our relationships, we are asked to reflect on how we can apply these principles in our own lives. By cultivating acceptance, empathy, self-control, and gratitude, we can strengthen our bonds with others and create more meaningful and authentic relationships. May this journey inspire us to seek true happiness and fulfillment through the cultivation of Stoic virtues in our lives. May we become more compassionate, resilient, and connected human beings, honoring the wisdom of the ancient Stoics and embracing the transforming power of love and friendship.